Hey guys, what's up? So today I will be doing something totally different today. I will actually be doing a story time and I will be telling you about my experience at the Jake Paul Team 10 tour in Atlanta, Georgia. Definitely make sure to follow all of my social media links, which are right here, and definitely subscribe to my channel and give this video a huge mega thumbs up because I post videos every single week. And also make sure to follow my personal Spotify playlist, which is also down here below, and it is updated weekly, and it's a party playlist kind of inspired by the movie Project X, so it's got nothing but bangers in there that I'm sure you'll love. Okay, so today I will be telling you about my experience at the Jake Paul team tour. Just a heads up, this video is not a bashing. It is not going out and trying to start other shit with Jake Paul and any of the people from Team 10. I'm not about that at all. I'm just telling you my honest experience of everything that happened during the show. Just giving you a heads up, I don't really have any serious video footage, and also to prove that I did go to the show, here are 3 pictures that I took at the meet and greet. So here you go. Bam, bam, bam. And there you have it. Those are my pictures from the meet and greet, and everyone from Team 10 there was super nice. But let's go ahead and get right to the story and the point of it. The thing is, I was not sure what a YouTuber concert would look like, or why even a YouTuber would want to go on tour. Because, usually concerts, you have the musician, which you go for. They perform like 14 songs, they got an opening act, it's great, blah blah blah. You go home, you get some merch, whatever. But I'm kind of like, what the hell could a YouTuber actually do on tour? I'm super curious about this, and YouTubers, they just film in front of their cameras, and they say a bunch of blah blah blah, they give a bunch of tutorials, they react to shit, yada yada yada, What the hell could they, do a tour for? So I was super curious, and I ended up winning VIP access from a radio station, so I'm like, why the hell not? I'm gonna go. First things off, I actually had the opportunity to meet Jake much earlier before anybody else. I got to Atlanta on Saturday because I only live 40 minutes from there, so it wasn't that big deal, but I wanted to get there early to kind of walk around, enjoy the city. I walked around for about 2 minutes, and I'm like, yeah, it is way too hot here, so I'm gonna go find some air conditioning. So I went to this hotel where the venue was, and the venue is actually called the Tabernacle, so this hotel I went to was right down the road from it, and I was like, I need some air conditioning because it is hot. So I went there, sat around for a little bit just enjoying the AC, and literally probably 15 minutes of me getting there, I see Jake and Anthony coming out of the elevator, and Jake's got boxing gloves and he's got this whole boxing outfit, and I see him in that. I'm like, oh, he's either gonna shoot a video, or he's probably just gonna use it for a skit, because I know he's got that Deji fight or something like that. So also, side note, interrupting the story, I actually really wanted to be part of Team 10 because I believe I personally have some serious awesome personality and traits and some new things I could add, including diversity, because I would have been the first any person of color to be part of Team 10, which I hope they will change at some point. So I walked over to, I was like, oh, Jake, yo, what's up, man? And he was like, hey, what's up, man? How's it going? But, technically, I guess it didn't go like that, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a little reenactment of basically the whole conversation I had with Jake, so check this out. Yo, hey, Jake, what's up, man? Yo, what's up, man? Hey, listen, man, I'm really into, Team 10 and stuff like that. I watch your videos, and I just wanted to, ask if there was any way that I could, get just 5 minutes of your time. Yeah, man. I'm sorry, but I'm just a little bit busy right now. Hey, man. I understand you got like a lot going on, but all I wanted to just ask if I could literally just get 5 minutes of your time, just 5 minutes. That's all, and it could really make a difference for me. Yeah, man. So I really can't give you that 5 minutes. Sorry, man. And I was kind of sitting there, just kind of like, what? I'm like, it's just 5 minutes, man. Just 5 minutes. I mean, Jake had no idea what I could have told him that probably could even change like his perspective of like, at least me and what I could contribute to Team 10 and what he could also, help me with. So I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely super bummed out by that because I was like, dude, it's 5 minutes. I'm not like a crazy fan who's running up to him screaming, going, can I have a picture? Can I have a picture? Can I have a picture? I'm just like talking, like a human being, you know what I mean? Just like 5 minutes, but he was not into it, so I'm like, well, I don't want to push this any further because I don't want to like, seriously like piss him off or anything, but the positive thing I will say about that little mini experience was the fact that Anthony, who was also with them, he was just super chill, and I was able to talk to him for, probably a good like 2 minutes before, I had that whole interaction with Jay. And I'm just talking to him like a person, so he saw that. So Anthony, if you were watching this, man, I really appreciate you, man. You are the man, and just, thanks for being a good person, man. No shade to Jake at all. This isn't shade. I'm just literally telling you exactly what happened. And like I said, I was just super disappointed by that moment. But anyway, fast forward. I like the way they had the VIP set up, which was nice, and taking all the pictures because they had like a little line where you could take different pictures at stations. Like the first station had Chad and Sunny, and the second one had Anthony and Justin, and then the last one was Jake and Erica. I met Justin and Anthony. Anthony was super cool. He remembered me from the hotel. He was like, yo, what's up, Kenny? And I was like, hey, what's up, man? And took a picture of them, and I asked him, real quick, because the lines got to keep going. I was like, hey, is Jake, doing any, adding new people to Team 10? And he's like, yeah, dude, they're always looking for people, so just, keep working on your channel. I was like, all right, cool. So, went from there, went to the final one with Jake and Erica, and at first I walked in, I was like, yo, what's up, Jake? And Jake's like, Kenny, what's up, man? So he remembered me. That was, even after that kind of weird experience earlier, he still remembered me, so I was like, you know what, all right, that's cool. So, took a picture with him and Erica, went on my way, and I went upstairs because the thing was like, by the time I got there, like finished through all the VIP pictures, it was probably like, I think it was like 5:30 or something. So the Tabernacle has this area like upstairs, because I've been there before, and it's like a little lounge. It's got couches, and it's got TVs where you can like see the whole like live stream of the show, and also like a bar in the area. And I was like, you know what, I am staying here, because there was like tons of kids there, because obviously the show is way out of my age range. So I sat there basically, and I was hanging out there talking, I guess, to some like other parents on these like super nice couches, which honestly should have been like a personal VIP section, but it was like general admission. So I'm like, dope, that is awesome. So I'm chilling there, just enjoying myself, and now we finally get to the part of the story. I know it was like a super long intro, but now I will tell you the concert experience itself. Okay, so here's what went down during the Jake Paul Team 10 tour. Okay, so for starters, they had like they had this DJ that was basically, playing like a bunch of like current hits, and trying to get all the crowd hyped and stuff like that. It was like almost an opening act, basically, because they had They had Sunny, and they had this rap duo, which I've never heard of, but you know, they were like kind of like a young mini Ray Shremmerd. So they yeah, Jit and Quan and Sunny were the opening acts, and the DJ guy was like the opening. He was before them. So he went and played a bunch of like top hit music and stuff like that, you know, trying to get the crowd, you know, all hype and stuff like that. And honestly, I'm just thing is about that was, I mean, it was fun. Like, he was a really sick killer DJ. The only thing that made it a little bit awkward was the fact that honestly it was a bunch of like kids ages, we'll say like 6 to 16, and he's playing, you know, like all the like top hit songs. Like I know he played, you know, he played some like Cardi B music, which even if you know, you blur out like, you know, the words and stuff like that, you can still pretty much make out what, you know, the songs were. And he played definitely some like explicit songs with like, you know, clean versions, because honestly, you know, that's basically the only type of music that's really a hit right now. But like the fact that it was like a bunch of kids there was like hella super awkward. The fact that they knew all the words, and I'm like, you guys are kids, how the hell do you know all this stuff? But yeah, so he does his little set for like 30 minutes, getting the crowd hyped, and he's like, all right, time for, you know, Jid and Quan, and they go and they do their set for about, it was like a super short set. It was probably like 15 minutes, and then they did like a cover of the Gucci Gang song by Lil Pump. And then after that, actually, you know what? Actually, dude, that one clip I was telling you about at the beginning that I took, it was actually of this lady I was like sitting across from who was watching them. So I am going to insert that clip right now. So yeah, that was basically what went down, and that was basically the parents' reactions for literally the entire show, and I will explain why they had that, you know. Oh my god, look. I will explain that, and here's the thing. Basically, throughout the show, they did like, probably an hour into, they finally did, you know, Team 10, and they had the introduction of everyone, and then they all started doing their, like, you know, personal, you know, songs and their own little sets and stuff like that. The thing is about the Team 10 tour, which didn't really matter to me because I'm actually around, you know, most of like the, you know, Jake, Erica, Anthony, and, you know, Chad's age range. It didn't matter to me, but the thing that Team 10 and Jake Paul seem to forget at times is the age range of their fan base is only 6 to 16, and at some points maybe, you know, 6 to 13. So when they're doing their songs, they're literally including like all of like the curse words in the song. Like you'll hear them, you know, say like, you know, shit, and, you know, the word bitch, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, you guys gotta be careful, because you do know literally probably only like 1% of like the people in this crowd, you know, were able to actually drive themselves to here. That was definitely for sure extremely awkward and off-putting. Not for me, because, you know, I've heard all the words, I've said all the words, but it was awkward because I'm sitting there next to these parents on this couch just chilling, watching them, and they're just literally like in shock by like basically the curse words and stuff like that going on during the show. Which honestly, I get Team 10 wants to, you know, make their fan base, you know, more to, you know, an older age range like mine. Basically, what Team 10 would like for the most is to have their age range be, you know, we'll say like 17 to like, 25. But in reality, it's really like ages 6 years old to 16. And there's just, like I said, there was a whole lot of like cursing and stuff during the show, which, like I said, I'm cool with, but the parents I was sitting with were definitely not cool with. I'm sure some of the parents in the audience were not cool with it, because I'm just saying, like, if you want to put out your music and you want to curse and have, the parental advisory explicit label, that's perfectly fine. But I feel like at the show where it's literally kids, you should have your music be completely clean. Okay? Completely clean. And no cursing. Make it positive so that way a lot of these parents don't get pissed and be like, I don't want you watching these hooligans ever again. Because I'm like, these kids are your revenue. Like, for real, like 60% of these kids outside all had like Jake Paul, Team 10, Erica, whatever merch. They were all wearing that. Like, a lot of these kids, this was their first concert ever. And for something that, caters to that kind of kid's age range, it should really be like super clean. Like the cleanest music you could ever make, so that way you can keep them coming and parents won't mind, spending their money, to get your merch. So that was definitely super shocking. Then Jake Paul had filmed this moment with like a clown or something like that, and it was like part of the I don't know if I thought it was like a skit, but I saw later he filmed it part of his like a haunted clown series for his YouTube channel. And literally when like they're having it all set up, because obviously it's all pretend, like the cameraman taps on the clown and Jake was like, what the fuck? And literally, like, as I'm upstairs, these parents, like, all of their jaws just dropped to the ground. And even like the bartenders were like in shock, that they're like, did this kid really just say the word fuck in front of all these kids ages 6 to like 13? That was definitely like a real, like, I guess, low blow in that moment. And I was in shock too, because I was like, yo, dude, you cannot say the word fuck in front of all these kids. Like, that is not okay, man. Like, you have, unfortunately, because they're like your fan base, you gotta kiss ass a little bit and not say those words. Save that for, backstage or after the show, and you can curse as much as you want, but dude, you gotta take it down a notch, bro, because that is not gonna sell. And from there on, basically, I was pretty much watching the parents watch the show and their reactions, and let me tell you, these parents were not happy at all with what was going down during the show. They were not happy. And the thing is, like, it wasn't even all the songs, it was just mainly the points where they were like, cursing basically during the whole set, and that obviously should have been left out because it's a kid's show, you know what I mean? So the parents were like not thrilled at all. And true story, like true moment actually, well, true story too, but also true moment at the very end of the show, before, I guess, the members of Team 10 had like left. This is before they did like a little mini encore like performance. I guess one of the moms had texted their kids, to come out, and this is true what she said. I'm not making this up. This is not me bashing. This is her words. She was like, I am absolutely disgusted by what I just saw. And the kids were like, hey mom, did you enjoy the show? And she was like, no, I did not enjoy the show. This show was absolute trash, and I regret spending my hard-earned money to take you kids to see a literal shit show. And this was her words, not mine. I'm just repeating her words. And I was like, to the corner, I was like, yikes, whew, that is not good. And that pretty much sums it up. So if any of the Team 10 members are still watching this video, I just want to say that this is not me bashing you at all. You know, to Jake, Erica, Anthony, Chad, you know, Jinquan, Sunny. This is not like, and Justin, this is not like a video bashing any of you guys at all. I liked all the performances. Personally, you guys did really good, especially Sunny. Your music is actually really, really good, and I hope you have more singles dropping because I'll definitely listen to it. But this is just me telling my experience of the show. And honestly, I give him props. I give Jake Paul and the Team 10 crew props because the show, including, you know, all the opening acts, was like, it was almost like a 2-hour show. The fact that, you know, they had, you know, skits, and, you know, they had moments where, like, you know, between the show where, like, the DJ would come out and play, you know, maybe like 10 minutes of music or something like that to keep the crowd hype. So the longevity of the show, they really did a good job, and I will definitely give them props for that. But one thing for sure I will definitely say is that's probably the last time I would ever see like a YouTuber, you know, concert form, because honestly I would rather just go see a musician. But yeah, that is my Team 10 Atlanta tour experience. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for, you know, giving me your time and, you know, you taking the time to watch this whole video and, you know, see my reaction. And if you're going on, you know, or if you're gonna go see Jake Paul or any of them during any of their stops, definitely, you know, I would say make your own video experience as well so other people can see your opinion. And if you actually went to any of his shows or even the Atlanta show itself, comment below and tell me your opinions of like the Team 10 tour and what you thought and what you noticed. Definitely remember to follow all of my social media links and definitely subscribe to my channel. And again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I cannot wait to see you guys on the next one. Bye.